Question 3 is about a trumpet where you've pressed down all 3 valves. And this moves the trumpet from its, when you're at your fundamental, the B flat below the clef, or C in trumpet, on the trumpet clef. This moves you up 1 tone. And the question is, how much length have we added to the trumpet, right? And so you got to do 2 things in this problem. You've got to calculate the acoustical length of the trumpet at its bass tone, and then you've got to calculate the acoustical length of the trumpet 1 tone up. And with all 3 valves pressed, if you remember from the picture, that's adding in all the extra pieces, right? This is as long as the trumpet can possibly be. All 3 valves open, the trumpet is short as it can possibly be. So let's look at this, right? We need to know the difference between the 2 lengths. And there's this note, you're moving from, when you move from this note to this note, you're moving from 1 full wavelength to 3 half wavelengths. All right, so let's start looking at, we've got F1 to 33.0819. We've got F2 at 246.9417. We have the speed of sound somewhere here, 349.5. So what's the length at F1, right? Well, the velocity divided by the frequency gives us the wavelength. I'll just put lambda 1, make a distinction here. And for this note, that is the length over 2, right? Where are we at? We're at, yes, that's the length, right? 1.49 meters, 1.50 meters. Now that's the acoustical length. The trumpet's a little bit shorter than this. Now, lambda 2, again, we're going to take the wave velocity divided by the frequency to get the length. And you look and say, well, this is a little shorter, except that we're now at where the length, right, length 2, this is now 3 halves, right, wavelengths. And so the length is going to be 3 halves times that. All right, so we're up at 2.12 meters, right? And we're asked how much length did we add? And so the delta in length is going to be that minus that, the difference between the two. And then we're asked, what is that in centimeters? And we're just going to multiply by 100. Okay? And that's it for question 3. You have to calculate the length at one frequency. You have to calculate the length at the other frequency. You have to take their difference and convert into centimeters at the end.